Hello everyone, my name is Megan, in case you don't know me. Today we're going to be talking about a TED Talks. The name of this TED Talks is How to Find Work You Love by Scott Dinsmore. It's a really inspirational piece. He shares with us a story about when he was starting off his career. He ended up having a job that he just did not love. So he was wondering why he would have to work in a job that he didn't have passion for to start. Well, he started off getting advice like, well, you should build your resume before you care about having a job that you really, really like. After the resume comes the job. Well, he thought that it shouldn't be that way, so he did a little more questioning and asking around and ran across a quote that just helped push him in the direction he wanted to be in, by Warren Buffett. The quote being, "Taking jobs to build up your resume is like waiting for old age to have sex." On that note, he ended up diving off into a whole bunch of research. He said goodbye to his job, started his sabbatical on doing all the research he could to find out what he could do to make sure that his job was something that brought him passion. Well, he went around, he read a whole bunch of books, he asked a whole bunch of questions of a lot of people. In the end, that ended up getting him in California, where he found himself surrounded by people who were living their dream. After a while of looking at everybody doing this, he came up with 3 steps for anyone to be able to live their dream. And those 3 steps are: 1. Become a self-expert. You gotta know yourself before you can try to create a business. You gotta know what makes you happy before you can actually succeed. You need to know your unique strengths, what makes you separate from everybody else. You need to know your values, what you believe in, and you also need to know about your unique experiences, the things that you have that you can give to the world that other people may not be able to experience unless you're there to guide them. After you realize who you are and what you stand for, the rest becomes much easier. Step 2, do the impossible. On your way through your journey, you're going to have a lot of people say, hey, no, you can't do that. No, there's no way that can happen. They're going to be mad at you, they're going to laugh at you, they're going to try to tear you down. It's just human nature. People don't believe something that hasn't happened can actually happen. That's human nature. You can't really stop that. But what you need to do is overcome. Have faith in yourself. You need to know your passion, know what you believe in, and follow it. You need to give all of yourself to it. You need to dedicate yourself to it. Once you do this, you'll be ready for step 3. Step 3, surround yourself with passionate people. How many people do you know that have succeeded by keeping themselves around people with no goals? Or by keeping themselves around people that just aren't quite making it? If you look at the people that you know who have succeeded, and you look around them, to the people that are closest to them, you'll see a lot of very successful people. So what you can do to help yourself achieve those goals is to start selecting the people you're around for those that are driven, those that have aligned goals to you, or those who've already succeeded that can help you up more. With those 3 steps, you can actually achieve anything. Now, what I like about Scott's work is that it's 3 really simple steps to get anybody going. It's a good start. He doesn't set it up where there's borders. He doesn't set anything up where you are required to go down one specific path. In fact, he leaves it borderless. He gives you 3 steps to success, to do what you want for work. If you follow those steps in whatever way fits you, it's very, very useful. In fact, his passion was to be able to help people follow these steps. So not only did he create a TED Talk, but after these 4 years of this sabbatical and not having a job and only having a few people actually stand there beside him and believe in him, he actually created a business that's doing very well for itself. His business is called Live Your Legend, which you can find at www.liveyourlegend.com. In fact, I've left in the sections below references to exactly what I'm talking about with the TED Talk and the Live Your Legend. So if you want to check those out, definitely do. Scott Dinsmore, he's done a really great job of this. He has found a way to create a recipe for personal fulfillment. You don't have to follow it to the T. I mean, you just need to be aware of that these 3 mechanisms are exactly what he's found to work with other people and what have worked with him. He's not putting any borders on you, which makes him very, very successful. In fact, if you follow to his website, to theliveyourdream.com, you'll find a team of people that will help you with your social networking, that will help you get your name out there, that will align you with people who are into the same thing, so you can have a little bit of a boost. So you're not alone in this, and it's not like you're starting from scratch. You actually have a resource. The reason I like this TED Talk is that he gives you that resource. It's not that he talks about it and points you in other directions for that resource. He actually gives you the resource. That was his passion, was to give people the ability to chase their passions. So the reason I like this TED Talk is he's living exactly what he's speaking of and helping other people get there. If we can follow that, then we're doing pretty good for ourselves.